I'm Daryl Glenn, candidate for mayor of Colorado Springs. Well, it's week 6 of my Get Out the Vote campaign. And as I make my way around the city, I like to share with you little pop-up videos. That way you can kind of be a part of the journey, and I can share with the interactions that I get with people and some of the experiences. Because literally, right when I was setting up, I'm downtown, just kind of give you an idea where I'm at. Real close to I-25 along one of our major corridors by a park. I had an individual come up to me with a cup and a snake. I'm very happy about that, and I told him thank you, but I already have a pet. And 2 other people behind him came around and said, is that video on? And I said, not yet. They were like, well, please don't put me on video because I just got out of the witness protection program. So you get to meet a lot of people, you get to have great conversations, but that's all part of the journey. I think that everybody should experience that. So I've had an opportunity to really spend some time talking to some of the employees and business owners in this area. And after that conversation, it really comes down to 3 issues. And, these issues are applicable regardless of whether you live in Colorado Springs or any other city in this country. The first one is, response times. When you're looking at, do you actually have, enough police officers to be able to respond in a timely fashion? In this area, response times are about 3 hours. If police are even able to come at all. We do not have an adequate workforce to be able to support the needs within this community. We're about 150 to 200 officers down. So we have got to make sure that we prioritize ensuring that we have a police force that's able to keep up with the demand when it comes to calls for service. The second thing really deals with retention and recruitment. If you haven't had an opportunity to talk to a police officer, please do. Number one, I believe it's important. You want to make sure you thank them for their services because, they make a decision each and every day to put their lives on the line, and I think it's important for them to understand that. But I can tell you here locally within our community, we are seeing an increase in the number of people that are retiring. I believe that there's frustration. I believe that there is concern with some of the legislation that has been passed that shifts a lot of that liability to them to where they believe that they can't even do their job. I understand that, look, there are people that make mistakes within the police force and they should be held accountable. But there's a problem where it's creating a level of uncertainty to where police feel like they can't even do their job. And that's something that is a real issue, and it is causing retention issues. And we're seeing a lot of people that are making the decision to leave the force. We also need to do a better job recruiting, nationally recruiting, and I believe that we also need to focus here locally. Your police force should be reflective and look like the people within your community. So I challenge people that live here, be a part of this service. It's an honorable service, and if you really care about your community and if you feel that calling on your heart, step up and be a part of the police force. And the final thing deals with the fact that government cannot be the be-all end-all. We don't want a government that is so big that it handles each and every one of our needs from cradle to grave. I understand the importance of public safety, and it absolutely should be prioritized. But I also think it's important for us to realize that, especially people in this area, you should be communicating. You should be talking and saying, look, we have a common interest here. Maybe we should pool our resources and be able to hire, whether it's private security to be able to help monitor our properties. Things like that. We need to think outside of the box. And it's also very good when you start talking about working together to be able to elevate these issues and hold your elected officials accountable. Because I can guarantee you, you're going to get more attention as a group than you are individually. So that's it for this week. So continue to follow the journey. Continue to follow the journey at Daryl Glenn for Colorado. That's Daryl Glenn, the number 4, Colorado. Let's win this.